It's all the way live. Okay. Hey, Tijuana, Morgan, thank you for sharing. We love you, Morgan family. Woo! Woo, 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 woo. Yes. Okay, had to get my mama off the phone. Okay. Yes, had to call her back. Yes. Okay. Thank you. That's a nice opening. Okay, let me get my coffee because I don't see anybody here. So let me get my coffee. Okay, and I'm coming right back. Mm-hmm. She's right here. Come here, girl. She almost got you. There she goes. She just, oh, Lord. I'm terrified my little baby. Okay, we got to get this on the party. This party started. It's not going to last long. But I do have some little tidbits that I am willing to share on the Tim Norman situation. If you guys care to listen, okay? Give me some my vitamin. Here's one of them. My coffee had not been finished percolating. That's right. Okay. Okay, people, I'm coming. I'm on my way. Woo! You know how I gotta have my little cup of coffee? That's right. Okay. Shoot, this may not even be long as the coffee. That's right. Hey, people. Yes, country living, Tijuana, Susie, summer breeze. Hey. And whoever else is in the background, it's okay. If you want to come forward, you may. Step right on back. You know how we do it. Okay. Oh, let me get this off my neck. Okay. Try to. Anyway, I come at you because I was looking up the Tim Norman. Okay, tidbits. Let me share this page with you. And I'm just going to paraphrase it because this is not going to be a long video. I'm going to go off. I'm going to come back on, okay, with so a discussion, okay? I call them discussions, okay? But I'm just going to paraphrase. And if anybody wants to chime in on these little tidbits that I'm just going to throw up there. I don't know if you know about the tidbits. Some may know, some may not, okay? But here it is here. Ooh, I'm gonna have to put that hair up. Okay, so let me share this page. So you can see where this source is coming from. And I had this on here since last night. So hopefully the page is, this is coming from, this page here. Let's see. Any other time it popped up. Ooh. Miss the nail. I tried to get the other one off. I'm doing a review on this nail glue. And I have had these nails on. These are full cover nails. I have had them on since last week. And they're still holding up good. Okay, here we go. So let me come over here. And share screen, what happened? Oh, I'm up here thinking I'm sharing the screen. Oh, because it didn't come up, it may have. Okay. Daily Mail, okay? Uh-oh. Okay, I don't know. Okay, here we go. Here we go. I don't want to watch that. Okay, here we go. Yes. Okay. Let me see. Now let me go back to StreamYard. And there we go. Okay, we're going to share the full thing. Thank you, Summer Breeze. Okay, so here we go. Like I said, I'm just going to go here and paraphrase this. Now, skip through it and point out the prominent details, okay? Now, this one talks about, this is running down the timeline, okay, of the murder. Right before the murder, okay, and also, and adding little tidbits, because that's how we're getting it in tidbits. But adding these tidbits also gives you a broader perspective on this particular case until we can actually not going to be able to really get details, okay, on the case until the case is finished. It goes documents, okay, which becomes public information. Other than that, you're just getting what they will allow, okay? Some of it is confidential per the judge. Some of it they let out, okay? Yes, or you can only say this much, you know, yeah, that kind of stuff. So now they're telling us that this girl, Terica, okay, now if you look, see Terica is all up in the middle of this murder. She is the connection between her and Andre, her and Tim, and then all three of them, okay? She is the connection. She's all up in it, okay? And this document here, now they're even showing you the court documents, okay? And they're telling you that he was in his grandmother's house, okay? As a matter of fact, she called him in the middle of him recording some rap song, okay, with his little homies. Okay, I'm scanning because, okay, this is the beginning. This is Daily Mail. This is where it's coming from, okay? And they tell you about the life insurance policy. They tell you the two characters here, the victim, the court documents, Missouri, okay, where they actually issue the warrant for their arrest, okay? And I believe in this warrant, okay, with this warrant, they have to tell why, okay, they feel that a warrant is in place here, okay? You see what I'm saying? You can't just go to the judge and say, I want a warrant. You have to give him reasoning behind why he should sign a warrant. And if he feels it's valid, then he'll sign it. If not, he'll tell you to go back and get some more evidence, okay? Okay. So there were two prepaid phones that were later traced back to Terica and Tim, okay? Now, they're saying that, we're just going to recap a little bit, but they're saying that she texts Andre, okay? Andre texts Terica the address where he was, okay? And then after learning of his location, he was killed within an hour, okay, of telling her, this is what it's saying, he was killed within an hour of texting her his location, okay? Now, It also says he received a text to come outside at 8:02 and was shot. Okay. And location data from her phone places Terica in the vicinity where Montgomery was shot at the time of his death. Now, let me elaborate on this particular sentence, the vicinity. Okay, they're saying the vicinity because they cannot actually place her unless they have video. Somebody may have had a video and they may have it, but the phone only places you in a certain vicinity, okay, of that cell phone tower that you are binging from. Okay, so depending on what radius they cover, you're somewhere in that area. Okay, so they have to say the vicinity. They can't say the exact at the same exact spot, but they know that the two phones were pinging from the same tower. Okay, that makes sense. So they're also telling you that both of the phones, Tim's phone and Terica's phones, ceased all activity, the burner phones, on March 15th. So they stopped communicating the same day, same time, kaput. Okay? Now, is this the house? Let's see. This is the address. Okay, I don't know if this is the exact house, but this is what they're showing. This is the address where he was ultimately killed that evening above. It says, that's what it says. So this is where he was killed. Okay. And then she called Norman after learning. Okay. So they have this all via these burner phones. Okay. Let me go back just real quick and see if I'm missing anything. Hey, Marilyn. Okay, so they're telling you about the insurance, how he tried to collect on the insurance and he was denied. They're telling you about how she had a negative balance and all of a sudden she got these accounts where she deposited a total, it says totaling over $9,000, okay, after this. Now, they're saying that she made several cash deposits into a number of different bank accounts between the 15th, that was the same day the burner phone stopped communicating, and the 17th. Okay? So between the 15th of March and the 17th of March, she opened up various bank accounts and deposited cash money. Okay? There it is there. Now that's just a little too close for comfort, wouldn't you say? Okay, because I believe he was killed on the 14th. And the reason why we put these two and two together is because these two people took back off to their residence. Okay, now they're also saying that, now this is what I didn't hear, and this is one of the tidbits that I'm throwing in there. Less than a week later, on March 22nd, Terica now, she flew from Memphis with her mother and her daughter to LA. That's where Tim was at that time. He was in LA, okay? He was in LA, and she flew to LA with her mother and her daughter. Okay, so she had another child already. She already had a child. So we're not going to say about the sick child that she's trying to get out bail for. Let's just talk about you already had a kid, okay, and you didn't take that into consideration. Or maybe that's what she thought she was thinking about her child, and you think you're thinking about the child, okay, and its financial welfare, but then when something like this happens and you get caught, it comes back on you that you weren't really thinking about the welfare of the child. You see what I'm saying? Okay, so anyway, they say that The following month, right. That next month, Tim wired Terica $700 more. Okay. Now there could have been a cash exchange in the meantime and in between time, but it's not documented. Okay. Maybe if she went to the bank and made some more deposits, they probably could document it like that. But yeah. So and then now here they're talking about the TV show and how it is playing on their emotions and stuff. You know, when they went back and visited the scene of the crime, they had that on the Sweetie Pie's reality show. So they're also telling you that she told on her show in 2016 that she suspected her grandson's murder was a setup. Okay, hence the phone call. Okay. Now, they're also telling you that he came on the show in 2013, okay, and he also had his high school graduation and his diploma, which I don't even think Tim got. I don't know if Tim has a high school diploma. Yeah, okay. Oh, and they're also telling you her stripper name. Her stripper name was Alexis the Great. That was her stripper name. Okay? Now, they're also telling you, here's another, let me find this tidbit. Okay. They're telling you about how her background, she has a drug charge and indecent exposure. And they're also talking about Tim Norman's background too. They're also telling that he was sued for $254,000 for unpaid rent out there in Houston. It's a Houston-based company, but I think this might have been in LA. And that in over there in let's see, was this Mississippi? Okay, but anyway, there was another place that they had gotten, okay, and they owed them $100,000 in back pay of rent, and he says he was holding out on the rent because they needed to fix up. There was fixtures, stuff that needed to be done, okay, and he wasn't paying rent until it got repaired. That's what he claims. Okay, so anyway. Then they end up moving to the location that they're at now, okay, from that one that had the violations, okay. Matter of fact, I think the place, the city shut it down because of violations, so they couldn't even run a restaurant anyway. But he was caught up because he signed that contract, see. So okay, I didn't read this. Now, this, I didn't even see this. They said she received the indecent exposure charge in 2006 after local investigators said she was dancing nude at her place of employment. Now, I don't know what that's about. They have to be documented or whatever, because, you know, this AIDS and herpes epidemic, okay, you have to be on paper, honey. So I don't know how these states run, but apparently she had to have a license to dance nude that she didn't have. Okay, because you know she's supposed to be exotic dancer, okay. Okay, so she fell in line. The place of the business was called Pure Passion. And apparently they were only licensed, okay, for adult entertainment and topless, not totally nude, but topless. And she was totally nude. Okay, so she got a misdemeanor. It's a misdemeanor. Okay. Now, the documents, the federal documents say the evidence against Terica is strong, okay? And the prosecutors have requested that her bail be denied because they got a good case against her and she know it and she a flight risk. You know, I'm just adding stuff in here. Okay, that's right. So it says here that she's in Mississippi, but this is something I dug up. I don't know, was it the second or third page? Okay, let me go back here and see. Okay, there's another part in here, and I want to read it again before I say it. Okay, but let me see what you guys are talking about. Right. Hey, Angela. Hey. Yeah. Oh yeah, I'll be doing the makeup videos. Don't know when. I probably do know when. Okay, but I can't tell you. Okay, I can't tell you. I can't tell you everything. Okay, but when it comes, okay, I'm gonna put it on blast. Yes, I am, and I already know what makeup, what foundation I'll be using. Okay, because it's gonna be one of my go-to foundations. But yeah. Yeah, I got a plan. Okay, I'm a man with a plan. A woman, man with a plan. That's right. Yeah, I seen that $25 million bail. Okay, and he sit up there and start crying in court, girl. Big old bear. He was crying. Yeah, they said he fainted. He didn't faint. He bit over crying. He was crying. How you bring a man down? Give him a $25 million bail. Okay. Woo! I'm telling you. Yeah, I see that. I'm like, ooh, no, it's not Fenty. It's not Fenty. No, I don't have Rihanna's brand. I got when right before Rihanna came along, I kind of got branded out. Okay. And the reason I say that is because these expensive makeup brands, okay, are pretty much no better than these what do they call them? Drugstore brands that I have been buying. And I know because I'm holding Becca right here in my hand. Okay. I do like the Anastasia Beverly Hills sticks. Okay. And maybe because of my age, because the sticks and the hydrating foundations are better for our skin. Okay. So let me go on here real quick and let me show you something. Let me see. Okay, I am trying to show you guys okay, here we go. Here we go. Now, this is what I was telling you guys before, and I had read it, and I don't know if I even read it here, but this one here, if you guys can see my little tab here, okay, my little arrow or finger or whatever moving around right here. This paragraph, okay, it says Terica allegedly contacted Norman again after Montgomery's death. So after he was shot and killed, okay, she contacted him before returning back to Memphis with another co-conspirator who hasn't been named. Bam! That's what I told y'all. She wasn't in that car by herself. I told y'all she wasn't in that car by herself. With another co-conspirator who hasn't been named. Sucky now. Yes. And here it is here. I said, whoop. It is, okay? And so that's what I was telling you. When she apparently drove down there, okay, she wasn't by herself. Now, it doesn't say she drove down there with someone, but it says she went back with someone. So it's not, she could have came and they don't did the round trip. I'm thinking they did a round trip. That's what was in my head. But I don't know that as a fact. It's just allegedly. Okay, so there you have it, people. She returned back to Memphis with another co-conspirator who hasn't been named. Now, why this person hasn't been named, I don't know. Probably because they don't have any evidence on the person. They don't know what's what. You know how it goes. Okay, so that's what my little tip is. We don't know if she brought the shooter, girl. Okay. But it's something to take into consideration. Okay, the plot thickens. The plot thickens. Okay, and that's what I'm telling you. Yes. Yeah, 25 million for bail. You heard it right. Yes, Ginger, you are late. Okay, because I'm about to go off and do it and come back on. Yes, okay, and we can talk about Suge Knight when I come back on. We can talk about the miraculous recovery of DT. Okay, Dollar Tree. I'm gonna call him Dollar Tree. Because DT, I've been watching too many hog videos on YouTube. DT stands for Dollar Tree to me. Okay. But yes, so I just wanted to put that out there. Little tidbits that can be added, okay, to the equation, give you a broader stance. They're not saying anything about it. And like I said, we're not going to hear really too much in depth on this case until the case is finished and it is the sentences are imposed, guilty or not guilty. We will be able to hear the documents, be able to read the documents and everything. Okay. So with that said, I'll be right back and stay blessed.